up, everybody? Ted Johnson from dieselcrew.com. Of course, you know they call me Napalm. Another video in the 31 Days of Q&A series, and today it's brought to you by Forearm February. This question gets asked to me all the time. To me, it's common sense. Must not be, so I'm going to go ahead and cover it. Forearm February is a full month-long specialization program for building your forearms. Let's face it, your forearms are something that people notice right away, especially the opposite sex, guys. So it's something that you can do to make an impact right away when you meet something new. So I encourage you to check out the Forearm February link that's in the description box below. Also in the description box, you're going to find the playlist for this year's 31 Days of Q&A. So make sure to check it out. Now, another comment that I get all the time is, why aren't your forearms bigger for all the forearm training that you do? So this is another thing that seems pretty straightforward to me, but apparently it's not. I don't do forearms. I don't remember the last time I trained forearms. Now, I train grip generally 3 days a week, but there's a big difference between training for forearm size and for training for grip strength. Even though the muscles that are in your hands, a lot of them pass through the forearm, just because you're training grip does not mean you're going to increase forearm size. You've got to do specific forearm lifts to grow your forearms. But I'm going to encourage a little participation today, and I want to know what your forearm size is. I'm going to go ahead and measure mine. My daughter got this for me for Christmas last year. So I'm going to measure it straight, arms straight, elbow flex, and it's 12.88 inches. Okay, 12.88 inches. Now, let's see what the other one is. This is pretty sweet. You just wrap it around, push the button. And this one's 13.04 inches. Okay? So it's about 13 inches aside. No need to split hairs. And I don't know, I'll put an Amazon link to this product. I'm sure it's on there. That's probably where she got it. So let's get into the topic today. How to get veiny forearms. There is one way, well, there's two ways to get veiny forearms. The first one is to improve your genetics. The way that your veins are laid out in your forearms is entirely based on your genetics. So some people will have what looks like a highway of forearm veins going through their lower arms. Other people, it'll only seem like they have a couple back roads, brother. And that's all there is to it. You're not going to change your genetics. You're not going to change exactly where the veins are. You're not going to change how close they sit to the skin. You're not going to be able to change that. The one thing that you're going to be able to change is how lean you are. And that is what it's all about. So you can get your forearms really, really big. And if you pump them up big time and the veins expand, they may show up a little bit better. If you're carrying around a lot of extra fat on your arms, they might show up a little bit better. But the only way you are going to see a dramatic improvement all the time in how veiny your forearms are is by decreasing your body fat percentage. So you need to keep that in mind. Yes, do effective training like Forearm February in order to build your forearms, because big forearms will look better. And when you start your YouTube channel, people won't bust on you about how small your forearms are. But the training that you do for your forearms is not going to be super beneficial for how lean you get. You're not going to burn a lot of calories doing forearms. You need to burn calories doing full body movements, high intensity training, steady state cardio, all of that stuff will burn your calories. The biggest impact you're going to have for attaining a caloric deficit, though, is watching your diet. So whatever you are eating right now, you need to decrease the number of calories. Start a little bit, week by week, and until you see the pounds start to come off, and then eventually your forearms will get leaner. So to review everything, yes, train your forearms, get them bigger, train them effectively. Use something like Forearm February, which is available in the description box below. Cut your calories, start getting leaner. That's going to allow the veins to show up better. All right? If you want to measure your forearms easily, this thing is so much easier than using a normal tape measure. I'll put a link to this in the description box below. If you have any questions, put them in the comments section. Other than that, guys, give the video one of these. Big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the rest of the videos in the 31 days of Q&A, and all the best in your training. Take care.